Hey guys, doing another Catholicism contradicting itself. This one is in regard to the death penalty, and specifically how the Roman Catholic Fifth Commandment is applied to the death penalty. Pope Francis, multiple times, has said that the commandment "thou shalt not kill" refers to both the innocent and the guilty, and then has used that as a basis to say the death penalty is inadmissible. So in other words, even if you're guilty, you cannot be put to death. He said this is from a transcript of one of his videos uploaded to a YouTube channel owned by the Vatican. And he says, "The commandment "thou shalt not kill" refers to both the innocent and the guilty. I therefore call on all people of goodwill to mobilize for the abolition of the death penalty throughout the world." He said basically the same thing in an Angelus message in 2016. The commandment "thou shalt not kill" has absolute value and pertains to the innocent as well as the guilty, and therefore the death penalty should be abolished. And same thing with this message to the Sixth World Congress against the death penalty. He says basically the same thing. So he's very clear in saying that his application of this commandment applies to everyone, and he does not make an exception for criminals who are to be put to death as judged worthy of being put to death by the state. He doesn't make that exception. However, that goes contrary to the Catechism of the Council of Trent, which, when discussing the Fifth Commandment, explicitly enumerates putting criminals to death as an exception where the commandment does not apply. And so, speaking on that topic, it says, "The just use of this power," putting criminals to death, "far from involving the crime of murder, is an act of paramount obedience to this commandment, which prohibits murder." And a similar thing is said by Pope Pius X in his catechism. When discussing the Fifth Commandment, he says, "It's lawful to kill when fighting in a just war, when carrying out by order of the supreme authority a sentence of death and punishment of a crime," and so on and so forth. So they both enumerate putting a criminal to death as an exception to breaking the Fifth Commandment. But Pope Francis, in total contradiction to them, says the opposite. So there's that one.